Hello. Good evening to you. It's Thursday. It's 7:05, so a little late. Time for Thursday Live. I'm just going to turn my laptop on next to me. Have a bit of fun tonight with some die cutting. Yes. Sorry, I'm just getting in the right place to make sure that I know that I'm live in the right place. I hope this finds everybody well. And you've been enjoying today's sunshine. Oh dear. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. I'm in the right place. Sorry I look a bit scruffy. I haven't stopped to sort myself out. What a mess. Never mind. I'm on leave this week. Good morning, Philomena. Hi, Linda. I'm on leave from my nurse job. I've had a lovely 2 weeks off. So it's amazing just to relax and not to think about that kind of work and just lots of paper crafting, which is fun. So I hope you're good, I hope you're well. And if you caught my live on Tuesday, my coffee and cards, you'll see that we were playing with a Gilded Autumn Suite with a beautiful autumn stamps and punch bundle. And we're going to carry on with some of that paper tonight. So I love it. It's very beautiful and it's foiled and it's lovely. Anyway, lovely to have you with me. I hope you've been enjoying the sunshine today. I'm really well, thank you, Philomena. I'm really well. It's been a beautiful sunny day. You can just about see the end of our road out my front window. And yeah, it's been a stunning day. We've had so much rain. Hello, Louise. We've had so much rain over the last week, so much rain. And I think it's going to start raining again in the next day or two. So it was lovely to have a dry day. Really good. I hope you're all well and enjoying the summer. I can't believe that we are on the I don't know, it's been like the 20th of August, are we on? It's bonkers. What's going on? And we'll be, before you know it, it'll be back to school for the children. It'll be September. It'll be things getting back to normal. So we've got to enjoy these moments of sunshine. Good evening, Margaret. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm really well. Right, I'm going to turn you around and we can crack on with what we're going to do tonight. Going to have a bit of fun. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. So I've got you over my desk. I'm just holding you. I'll pop you into my tripod if I can. Ooh, there we are. Sorry if it made you feel a bit dizzy. There we go. There, now you can see. Okay, you know, we're doing some simple die cutting tonight. We are going to have some fun with one of my favourite die cuts. Now, I've made a bit of a mess on my desk, just deciding what I was going to do. So, let me grab the papers. So, I showed you these gorgeous papers on Tuesday. These are the Gilded Autumn Speciality Designer Series papers. They are all autumnal and very beautiful. Perfect for all sorts of projects. So yeah, we've got the ones that are foiled and they've all got foiling on one side and then a print on the other, and I have shown you them already, so do look back at that live if you'd like to see them more closely, because I don't want to bore you twice. But they are so pretty. So I thought we would use some of this paper and just pair it up with one of my favourite dies. Good evening, Joe. How are you? I hope you're well. Because I thought, you know what, we're all having or starting to get together. It's gorgeous, DSP, you're right. We're starting to get family gatherings back again, aren't we? Or at least, yes, that joy cut out. Hold on, I'll bring it in so you can see it. We are starting to have more gatherings, aren't we? So we're still very socially distanced. I don't know what it's like everywhere else, but in the UK, we're still being very careful. You can have another household in your home, I believe, just one. And if you're outside, I think it's 6 households can gather. But we are starting to get together. I've been meeting some friends. I sometimes meet Carol for coffee. I've been meeting my lovely friend Liz for lunch. And I think it's not going to be long before we start having somebody over for dinner and things like that. So I think coming towards Christmas, I'm hoping that we'll be able to have more family gatherings in the traditional sense. And I think it's time to start thinking about little gifts you can put around the table. So and with autumn coming, I picked out the mini curvy keepsakes die box die even. It's this one. It's a little box die, and I'm sure you've all seen it before. Thank you, Philomene. That's kind of you. It's look at the mess. Let's take these out. You don't need those. So we have the large die that cuts out the box, the tiny box, and then all of these tags go along with it. So you can make little ferns, you can stitch tags to pop on there. I hope so, Margaret. I really hope so. Even if it's just our nearest and dearest, it's nice to actually celebrate that we're all still together, I suppose. Okay, so I have been having a play, but I thought it would be very beautiful to make one using this beautiful foiled paper. So I think we've got copper, bronze and gold foiling, and I've just literally cut a piece of the 12 by 12 in quarter. So I've got a 6 by 6 piece here. So if you have a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, you'll know that this die, you can get 4 of these boxes from one. So I'm just going to pop that on there like that and pop it through my Big Shot, and you'll see what we come out with in just a second. Here we go. So there used to be a large version of this called the Curvy Keepsake box. They retired it. I never had it. I think I'm just completely mesmerised by all the tiny things. Oh, you brought the mini treats box. That is gorgeous as well, isn't it? Love that one. Anything mini, I am all over. So here we go. So as you can see, it just pops out and the little slots die cut out nicely. And it just pops out. And that's the other side. That would make a nice box too, wouldn't it? Little treats, yes. Okay, so I did learn a tip with this one. You did see my bone folder in the picture. What did I do with it? Never mind, I have another one. Don't look at the end of my bone folder. I wasn't really squishing the ink from my re-inker into my ink pad, I promise. With it. Okay, so I have found, you can see the little score lines that emboss on it when you put it through the machine. It does that for you. This is a current one, Louise. Definitely. I try to keep current on my live so it's not too frustrating. Okay, so then I take my bone folder and I'm just going to gently, very gently, you don't want to rip it, pull it as if you're curling a ribbon, but very gently, just to give a little bit of a curve so that it sits nicely when you assemble your box. Otherwise it looks a bit concave, not what you want when you put in your little gift inside. So lots of little gifts in here, but I think sort of chocolates or after dinner mints or something, a wedding favour would be beautiful in this one. I was thinking if you had an autumn wedding, wouldn't these be gorgeous on your wedding reception table or gathering table? So what you do is you marry these two handles together, like so, and then you slot it in. It's genius. So I haven't played with this for ages. I did play with it a lot last autumn and Christmas, but I haven't played with it and I just love it. And that's as hard as it gets to assemble. Yes, loads of them last Christmas, Joe, me too. Aren't they stunning with this paper? So any paper you have, try it out because it's gorgeous. Okay, so there's that. Now, also, where's the piece I cut it from? So here's the piece that I cut it from. And it's got this on the back. So what I would suggest is save this piece that you've got left for your die cutting because you're going to cut some more out of it. So let me find it. Where's the one that I used? Let's move that one out of the way. I now have so much paper on my table, I can't find anything else. Never mind. It'll pop up in a minute underneath something. Oh, where did it go? Oh, can you see it? No, it's a little teardrop shaped die. Never mind. Let's use a different one. Does not matter which one we use. There's a little teardrop even shaped die, and it's under here somewhere. How strange. Never mind. So I'm going to choose this one to go on there. And that's going to be the little tag for my box. And so you can make your tag using the same piece of paper. Very pretty and very easy to make, and it just shows off the paper. Hello, Tracy. Just shows it off, doesn't it? So yeah, just, you know, keep your paper, the scraps, and use them in this way. Now, you can use this one, or you can choose. So I had a load of scraps left over that I was using earlier, and I made a different tag. I'll show you that in a minute. But I'll just run this one through. Okay, I'll put this one away so that I don't misplace it, seeing as I seem to do that. And here's the little tag. Isn't that lovely? Can you see how it's stitched? And you can see so you can pop that on there as it is, and then you can write on the back, or write on the front would probably be better, because that one's I'm using the Big Shot because guess who's coming tomorrow? The UPS man is coming tomorrow. The UPS deliver our Stampin' Up! Deliveries. He's coming tomorrow with my new Stampin' Up! Cut and Emboss machine. And as soon as I've got it, I will bring it out to play and show you. You just unpacked your Stampin' Up! Order. Oh, exciting, Margaret. What did you order? Do tell us. Do tell us. Was it a stamp set? What was it? I don't know what you ordered. How nice. This was the tag I made a few minutes ago. I took a scrap of the paper. This is this one, the pumpkin paper. And I cut out using the teardrop die in this die set. And then I've punched out some of these leaves, which I'll show you how to do. And I've popped it on there. That's another version of it. So I think I might do that again. How beautiful is that? So what you need to do then is, let me move this out of the way and grab my scraps. So I've got all my scraps ready here. So you can see where I was playing. So you will know if you watch on Tuesday that the Beautiful Autumn Suite has this paper, but it also has this stamp set with it, with all the leaves and some beautiful sentiments. You treated them. Oh, you've got the little treat stamp set and dies, and you've got the Zany Zebras. They are so fun. I'd love to see what you've made with those. I would really. They're so fun, those zebras. So yeah, you get the 3 punches. That's a bundle. The punch and the stamps together, and they cut out these, and they also cut out the designer series papers. They cut out this one and this one. But these are a bundle, so if you order them together, you get 10% off. So, but I'm just going to use the punch, and I'm going to punch out some of these leaves. So just save all your scraps that you have, and then you can find bits and punch them out. Hello, Mum. How are you tonight? Are you all right? Honestly, I absolutely love this bundle, Louise. I think it is possibly a favourite. Now I've started playing with it. Hello, Helen. Are you well? Oh, it's a family affair. I've got my mum and my sister on. Oh, I'm lucky. Look. Right, okay. So I'm going to punch the leaf out so you can see how it works, like we did on Tuesday. So I'm just going to punch out a few of those using the scraps that I've got, so I don't waste any bits left over from cutting out the treat box. These little treat boxes are so versatile. I think they're great for wedding favours, family gatherings, table treats, after dinner mints, trick-or-treating, themed parties, baby showers. The list could go on. Birthday parties. I think they're brilliant. So I'm just gathering up all my scraps to see what I can chop out. So that was the, let's do another one of those. Oak leaf. Oh, there's another one of those. I can use that one. Getting carried away now. Here it comes. So yeah, all of those things this treat box is good for. Okay, so just use all the little scraps. I don't need this many leaves, but I'm getting a bit carried away. Where's the acorn? Let's have an acorn, shall we? Oh, you won't regret that either, Louise, buying the Stampin' Up! Snips. You won't regret that. They are the best scissors. They are so sharp. They're great for all kinds of cutting, but perfect for if you like a little bit of fussy cutting as well, because they're so sharp. Okay, I've just got a few little leaves here. Did I cut an acorn out? I thought I did. I didn't just throw it in the bin, did I? No, there it is. Okay, so I've got loads, too many that I need. And I'm going to pop them on this label for fun. So I'm going to have the acorn. I'm going to have that one. And that one. Let's just get the glue out. Where are you? Here you are. So just a tiny bit of glue. I'm going to glue it on. It's going to hang over the side like that. I think I'm going to put this one on. So, and then a bit of this. I'm going to put the dimensionals on in a second because I'm going to use the little acorn and pop that one up. So I've got those out somewhere close by. Here we go. So the tiny little dimensionals, the little ones, these are perfect for this kind of job because they're tiny. Let's grab one off. Look how small they are. Sorry, that's not focusing, but there you are. You can see how little they are. Pop that on there. Ooh, dropped it. Let's save that one for later. And pop that on there like that. So we have a little acorn. Acorn on there. Up a bit. Perfect. Okay, so let's bring it in. And with this, oh, my dog is coming in. I will apologise about the noise. He likes to come in when we're doing our Facebook Live. He wants to be part of the action. Hello, Carol, you're not late. You're always on time. We are using the mini curvy keepsake box die and this beautiful Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper to make some little treat favour boxes. A very simple project, and we're using the punches to punch out the leaves and the metallic Gilded Autumn paper. Okay, so part of this suite you get the ribbon, this metallic ribbon, and it's also got a mint macaron basket weave ribbon that I've just put away. But yeah, that comes together. So I'm going to use the ribbon and I'm going to go through here like that. It's such a cute little one. I think it'd be great for an autumn gathering. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the end off. How sweet is that? Ooh, I love this. Okay. So I'm just going to leave that there a minute because I have got a little tiny bit of ribbon, linen thread, and this is also part of this suite. Oh, these are my favourite. These are the gilded acorn trinkets, rather. These are the acorns. Feel how heavy, oh, you can't feel how heavy they are. What am I doing? Listen to how heavy they are. They're really substantial, these. I love these. And I'm going to put one of these on it just to make it a bit more special. You wouldn't have to, but I just love them. Love them a lot. This would be so fun to do as a wedding project or party. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to tie a little bow. I'm going to try. Wish me luck. My nails match. They're kind of getting a bit Daddy, don't look too hard. But thank you. It's a job. So we took the dog out for a walk earlier and he got stung by a wasp. Honestly, I've never seen wasps behave like they did. It was really weird. So we took the dog for a walk and we were walking along the field and he jumped like, you know, something had scared him or under his foot. And so I stopped. June went back to have a look to see if he'd sort of stood on some glass or anything in the grass. But he laid down on the grass and let me look at his feet straight away, which he doesn't normally do. He doesn't like people touching his feet. And he let me look and I had to like prise a wasp out of between his paw pads or it was burrowing in. And with the end of his lead, I prized it out and got it out. But then I was trying to get a wasp sting out of his other paw. And whilst I was doing that, there were 2 wasps dive bombing his head and his ears. So he had to like run away. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. In the end, we just ran a few yards before I could just have another look at his feet. Poor dog's limping away all afternoon. So that was my eventful afternoon with a wasp that stung the dog on his foot. So I can only imagine that whilst we were walking along, he stood on the wasp in the grass, or the 2 wasps that were there, or a wasp's nest or something. And they got very angry and just died. But they were chasing us. We had to... It kept going for his face and his ears. So we had to like run away from it. And I'm not the kind of person to run from wasps. So I'm having a bit of a job with this bow. Can you tell? I know, poor doggy. So he's been limping all afternoon. He seems to be getting better though. I think he's starting to forget about it. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Never known that to happen. All right, let's just trim that down a bit. I like that. I like that little ribbon. Could have done a better job on it. But it's not too bad. Okay. Poor Alfie. I licks from your 3. Thanks, Joe. I know. Poor dog. He was so confused. But he couldn't, he was... I had some anti-sting, you know, wasp bite and sting cream with hydrocortisone. There was a tiny bit left in the bottom of this tube. And I rubbed it in his paws. Honestly, he was not too bad after that. That's all right, Jude, welcome. But I'll tell you what I did, because we were still quite far away. And I couldn't work out if the sting was still stuck in his foot or not. So we rang Sarah to come and pick us up in the car so we didn't have to like walk on it all the way home and maybe push it in. Well, that's a bit... Probably think I'm a bit mad to do that, but poor dog was so confused. Right, I am tying on to the ribbon the little acorn. Let's see how this goes. I think it's really cute. Right, okay. Here it is. Yeah, so I'm going to try the ribbon back in a bow. It's cute, isn't it? I should have had more ribbon. I thought, oh, I've got tons. Let's cut it off. But I should have actually made it longer and it would have made the job a lot quicker on the camera. There we go. How ridiculous. There we are. Oh, that is so cute. Look at that. Let's trim that one off as well. Oh, I love that. That is so cute, isn't it? How sweet is that? So perfect, isn't it, for a little wedding favour, or party table favour, or, you know, just a nice meal, nice touch on the table, that. So there you go. There's our little box using the curvy keepsakes dies and the gilded paper. So I'm going to move all of these things out of the way, and I was going to show you another one that I made. I made using the same paper, but the pumpkin paper. Look how beautiful and shiny it is. So with the same box die, I've just done exactly the same, and I did make a little tag. I'm not going to spend hours tying that on and bore you solid, but I used the other side of the pumpkin paper, as I showed you, to make that one with the leaves on, and I'm going to tie that one on as well. So that is really pretty. I love that. So that was going to go on there like that. And then I thought, well, being as this is from the autumn winter catalogue, I really should play with some Christmas to show you how you can make a little Christmas box with this. So I brought out these papers, and I think you're going to love them. I have made one project with them. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I have made one project with these papers for a challenge. It was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I haven't used them since because I'm kind of putting off Christmas, but I think it's time. Snowflake Splendor, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's non-traditional colours. And it's all this kind of, it's almost like watercolour, but with lots of snowflakes. It's part of its own suite. Aren't these beautiful? And so it reminds me of, I don't know what it reminds me of. It's just beautiful. I love all the, it's got Highland Heather in it, and it's got lots of the blues. So it's not red, green and gold, traditional colours. So beautiful, isn't it? So I thought we'd make a little box using this, using these papers. See how it comes out. You can use anything. Just going to decide which one to use. And I think we're going to go with this one with all the different colours. I have not made a card yet using the Joy cutouts, but I'm going to use the Joy cutout on this, Louise. I haven't made one yet because this is the first time I've actually opened it. But it's been sitting in the cupboard crying, saying, ink me up. So I'll show you. These are the, let's have a look what they're called, the Peace and Joy stamp set. Bright, peace and joy. And then you've got the other sentiments that go with it. So Merry Christmas. You could put sending peace and joy, sending peace on earth, Happy Christmas to you and yours, joy to the world. All of those combinations you can make. And to go with it, we have the dies. These are amazing. So I had to have these on my pre-order because this is what I was choosing from the catalogue to get for Christmas projects. And so these go with this. So it cuts out bright. I peel this off. Oh, it hasn't been off here yet. Oh, it's always a bit sticky, isn't it? So it cuts out bright in a very thin piece. Cuts out peace and it cuts out joy in the same way. And then it will cut out the outline, so a solid piece, and then the smaller outline again. How cool is that? So that is on next on my list to make cards using this beautiful bundle. So I decided to use the Joy dies. So Joy is out here on my desk somewhere. It's around. And I've used this outline with it. So I've used the thin Joy and I've used the next one up with it. But I'm not using the stamp set. I just wanted to show you that it comes as a bundle. So you could stamp and cut it out if you wanted. Right, okay, here we go. Let's cut this out at 6 inches. Good evening, Shirley. How are you? Right, if I cut it in half again, you'll just have 6 by 6. And I love our trimmer because you just have like a stopper here, which is 6 inches. You don't have to measure, you just know. I don't have to think about it. Brilliant. Okay, so I've got a 6-inch square. And I'm going to cut it out using this one. And we're going to have a beautiful Christmas box to put a gift in. And I cut this one because I like the Highland Heather and I like the, I think it's got Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral, Pool Party, all those beautiful blues in there. So let's pop that one through, big shot. Here we go. There we go. Smooth that one. Take it out. And just give it a bend and a fold. And then we'll do what we did last time. Now, I could have it either way out. But I think I'm after this pretty... Which side shall I use, guys? Shall I use the blues or shall I use the blues and lilacs? You tell me which one I should use while I shut my door. Which one shall I use? The blues. This one. We're going to go for this side. Okay. Right then, let's just fold it on the pre-scored lines. Like that. And then we're going to give it a blues and lilacs. Heather, oh, hang on. We're getting more for those now. All right. The votes are in. So we're going to do it this way. Now, here we go. I'm just going to slightly bend it. To be honest, you know what? It doesn't really matter which way you do it. It's very beautiful paper. But I think I chose it because I wanted to see the lilacs. But, you know, they're both very pretty. So marry the two handles up in the middle. And we're going to... Oh, think of the little treats you could put in here. There we go. How beautiful is that? Very simply done. Straight away. And so I'll show you when I used the Joy die how I cut it out. So I cut out and I used some silver glimmer paper to cut out my Joy. So I cut it out. Where is my Joy die? It's on the desk somewhere. I've probably gone off with that little teardrop tag. They've probably gone off to have a party together because I can't find the darn things. And then I had it a minute ago, so it can't be far away. And then I used this one, the slightly larger one, to cut out this Joy. Louise, you're absolutely right about the tea light. Last Halloween, I made them, and I made them from vellum, and I put pumpkin faces on these sides, and put tea lights inside. So they shone out through the vellum, and that was great fun. I loved doing that. So I've got the Joy, Skinny Joy, and Joy outline. Now this could be interesting because they're both glimmer. This was the just the regular silver glimmer paper we stock, and this is the new glimmer paper that we have. And here it is. I'll show you. It comes in... Oh, I've got lots of bits in there. It comes in balmy blue. Very beautiful. Just in the Christmas catalogue, that one. And I'm going to stick them together. Oh, the dog wants in again. Battery candles. Oh, definitely battery candles, not real candles. We could have a bit of problem with that. Bit of a fire hazard going on. So has anyone been doing any making? Yeah, I didn't keep those vellum ones, but I might make some more and do a blog post about the die. I love this die. I'm so pleased that it carried over because I only like to play with current products, and well, I keep the ones that I like for me, but to show, because it's frustrating seeing something you can't get. So I was very excited when it carried over. Right, plenty of Tombow on there. Do you know what? That is a good idea, especially if you could get the tea light fragrance to match your packaging. That would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Yeah, some pumpkin spice something or other. I'll bet you can get some nice Yankee ones, like you said. Pumpkin spice latte or whatever. Look at that. Oh my Lord, look at the bling and the sparkle. So now my door is wide open again because the dog decided to come in. So I've got to work out how to attach this on here now, and if I want another little tag, which I think I might go for. stuck to it. I'm stuck to everything. I've got all the glue on me, guys. And I'm stuck to it. That is pretty. I'm going to stick it across the star. A stitched star. Oh. Hello, good evening, Kim. How are you? Are you all right? Okay, so I'm going to do what I did before, and I'm going to keep my lovely piece of scrap, and I'm going to use it to cut my tag out with. I'm not even going to bother to cut it. I'm just going to tear it because I'm lazy. Or you could say efficient. Let's do that. Now we have our star. We're not really going to see it very much. I'm going to stick the joy onto it like that. But you can write on the back, whoever's name it is getting this little gift. Aren't they beautiful? I wonder if I should do it that's the way I'm going to do it, and then it will show out. So where the O is, and it's quite solid on the back, I'm going to put some glue at the bottom of the O because I don't want it to go over the little tag hole that's cut in it. You see that one? Joy. And that's going to get hung on here, and all I need is a piece of ribbon or baker's twine. Oh, here's I was contemplating doing it in some of the other Christmas papers, so I brought the Mossy Meadow, the new Mossy Meadow ribbon out, but I don't think that will do. Let's see what we've got. So I've got a lot of choice of ribbon in my stash, but I don't think I've got anything these colours. So I'm going to bring out, I've got a little bit of the Whisper White crinkle seam binding, and I think I'm going to use that on it. So I can leave it the colour it is, or I can colour it in. So Louise, it depends on which one you buy. So they're all different, but I'll show you here. So it tells you on there. This one is, you get 9.1 metres of the Bumblebee gingham. See? And that's the same with the in colour. You get the same. What else have I got in here? So, yeah, I've got the Pretty Peacock reversible. That's also 9.1 metres. So lots of them say that, but they are different. So it tells you exactly in the catalogue how much you get of each one. So this one is the faux suede with the World of Good suite. It's very, very nice. 4.6 metres you get of that one. So it just depends on which one you buy. So have a look before you buy so you know what you're getting. Right, I'm just going to grab a pen. This is not going to keep you too much longer, ladies, but I thought this would be fun. And a piece of scrappy paper. You know what I'm going to do. I've done it so many times. I'm going to colour the ribbon to the colour that we'd like it to be. And this is my current piece of scrap. Oh, honestly, if I was you, I would, there's always new ribbon coming out, Louise, with each catalogue. And they match the designer series papers. I would just get the ones that are going with the papers that you've got, so you can make those projects and then just, as you say, very slowly build up your stash, because by the time you've got them all, it'll be time for new ribbons. So we've got the pool party, which I'm going to use because it will match the balmy blue glimmer, but I do have balmy blue actually, so perhaps I'll go for that. Let's do that. So I'm going to take the alcohol blends pen in the right colour, and I'm going to use the thick end for this job. And you can see that I've done it before, and I've done blue because I've got a bit on the end. I am going to colour it in, and it's alcohol based, and it will soak through to the other side. So if you do this on this type of ribbon, this Whisper White Crinkle Seam Binding ribbon, you can make any colour ribbon to match your project, which might be handy for you, Louise. So you can have any colour ribbon. And it's useful because you don't always have exactly the colour you want. So I don't know if I've inked enough, but we're going to see. Let's chop the end of that because I don't know what was going on there. And thread it on. Doesn't want to go in. Come on. And it stuck to me. I think we have some little bells in the catalogue. That would look very pretty on here. Yes, Louise, definitely. I did feel like that. But I quickly learned that honestly, if you've not been with Stampin' Up! For very long and you love it all and you want it all, you're going to see come the January, when we get a new catalogue out, there's going to be more beautiful goodies in there that you want too. And, you know, really just go with your heart and your budget. So you don't have to have everything. You seriously don't. And you can make so many beautiful things with not too much. And then you can use it all. Use it. You only use what you've got is what I would say. Does that make sense? Use what you've got and then buy before buying any more. And then you know you've got your money's worth out of it. And anyway, stamps and papers and things, if you don't use them, they cry in the cupboard. It's just getting the basics sometimes to start with feels a little bit frustrating because you just need that extra thing that goes with that colour. But once you get a little supply, a little stash going, you are away. Right. I am trying to tie this in a bow and I'm getting very nowhere. It's not even a word, is it? I'm getting nowhere fast. Right, let's try. I do like this ribbon. Sometimes I feel like I need to go off camera, tie the ribbon and then come back because there's no pressure. Right, here we go. We're getting there. Yeah, Louise, that's a lovely idea. Pinterest is your friend too. If you have an idea, but you just need some more inspiration, you'll find tons on Pinterest. And you can just use it as a jumping off point sometimes. Gets you going. So joy. I think I really need to redo my bow, guys. It's too big. It's too big and floppy. Is that a thing? Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. Oh, box frames are lovely. Right, here we go. Ooh. So I think I've got it, by golly. What do you think of that? Is that a beautiful little table favour for Christmas? You could put peace on there. I'm not so sure about my bow. I might fiddle with that before I take a photograph and put it on my blog and change it slightly. So watch this space. It might be just too big. And it's upside down. All my bows are upside down. I sometimes think if I tied them up upside down, I would have them right. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Margaret. There, that's a bit better, isn't it? That doesn't look quite so clunky now. Joy. Very pretty. So this is what we've made. And have you noticed something? I do love this one. Have you noticed that we've made some projects tonight? Absolutely gorgeous, but none of them have had any stamping on. So I could easily have just stamped out these items instead of just cutting them out and put them on a tag, and that would have been just as well. Yeah, but I did no stamping. So, paper crafting live with no stamping. Hope you like them. I just need a bit of thread for that one. Have I got one? What have I got in this stash? A lot of things, but nothing that I want. There we go. I will find a piece of linen thread and pop that on, and I'll share it on the page afterwards. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've seen me play, seeing me play with the Curvy Keepsake boxes and the dies and the Gilded Autumn Suite and the Snowflake Splendor papers. And then I put the, what is it called? Suite with it. Joy, the Peace and Joy with it. I think these are going to make beautiful Christmas cards, these. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. I seem to have something, there's a fly in my room. Okay, thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it and you'll be inspired to make some autumnal projects. It's coming. This is what I made on, I found my linen thread. This is what I made on Tuesday at Coffee and Cards using these beautiful papers and this Gilded Autumn Suite. Love it. Anyway, I will see you next Tuesday for some more Coffee and Cards. And I hope you have a lovely end of your week and a lovely weekend and you get to do some crafting. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care. See you soon. Bye. Thanks.